So please raise your right hand.
Spilling the beans. Under the spotlight, the billion rand that vanished in a year, said to be for a housing project in the Free State. Now giving evidence, former Human Settlement HOD, Mpho Mokoena. Mokoena says he was given an ultimatum to sign for a billion rand project or vacate his office at that time.
He said then to me, look, we've discussed about this. This is my plan, and it's going to happen. We're going to implement it. But if you have a problem with it, please just submit your resignation letter and know that once you've submitted that resignation letter, you'll get out of the street and you'll be poor. Your house will be taken back by the banks, your car, your children will be out of school. And he stood up and left me sitting on the bottom, but he was saying all this in Sesotho.
Mokoena detailed the irregular payment made by the department to contractors under Mosebenzi Zwane. He claims some of the contractors on the list were close to the former MEC, hence the hasty decision to make payments before the initial work was done.
Of course, if you had stood your ground and said, I'm not going to be party to this, this is illegal, and you let Mr. Zwane do whatever he wanted to do. If he wanted to fire you, let him do that if he wanted to do that.
I know that in life there are decisions that you make that you say, I'm correct in these decisions. But the other decision that you make that you realize that on hindsight, this decision I should not have taken, because now I can see that the wrongs that came out of that decision.
Mokoena says, while he was still the HOD, majority of the housing project that cost the taxpayers $1 billion were not completed.
After I've done all this, implementing this plan, the only thing that we could say we could have done, there was not a single project that was completed. Instead, we had many more foundations in different areas in the province, rather than complete houses.
And a submission of misrepresentation to get their way.
You were misrepresenting to the National Department. You were saying to them, we are capable of achieving this, and we are going to achieve it. It's realistic.
I don't have an answer for that.
I mean, it's concerning because you were the HOD. That's a very responsible position. And you have certain responsibilities. You're dealing with taxpayers' money under your leadership.
Mokoena continues with his testimony on Wednesday. SABC News, Johannesburg.